Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Hello, Gary. Hello, Allie. Hello, Mel. This is my first time doing a broadcast. Well, I did a little test one, but my first time doing a broadcast since losing everything on my computer and having to reinstall everything. So it's interesting because I actually don't have one of the programs that I used to always have running, and it seems to be working. Now, I'm not sure if the chat's cooperating. Okay, it looks like it's okay. I'm going to mute the microphone. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to 4, 5, 6 with the microphone muted. Let me know that you don't hear me say 4, 5, 6. And no confusing me, please. I just can't handle it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. $87, 100. It's going really well that no one is answering. All right, I think it's going well. Okay, so I think I must have had the puppy when we did Steward's Cup, but this must be the first time he's out and about. And I have pizza on the way because I had this fabulous plan of making some healthy chicken. And then I slept for 3 hours, which is pretty bad because full-grown adults aren't supposed to sleep from 3 to 6. But I didn't really sleep last night, and I had sick kids and blah, blah, blah. So that part's not ideal. But I'm guessing I'm going to be super productive tonight. 1 a.m., I'm going to be dancing and doing laundry. Or something. So anyway, the moral of that story is I ordered a pizza, and the pizza's going to come. This is only the second time I've ordered a pizza to this apartment. I've lived here for 1.5 years. And apparently I ordered a pizza like the very first week that I moved in, and I haven't ordered anything since then. So every race is like 5 minutes apart today. And that's definitely going to put a wrench in our plans when the pizza comes because A, I'm going to be super interested in consuming it, and B, I have to get up, put the dog out, let the guy in, whatever. So that's why I started the broadcast a little bit early. Wanted to make sure that we got everything kind of going. So yeah. Be kind to me tonight. It feels like the kind of night where things are a little bit jumbled, but that's probably also because I woke up not knowing what planet I was on. And then very quickly I was like, wait, who won the Derby? Followed by, I haven't done that yet. Let's go do it. It is the Derby tonight and the Desert World Cup. Very interesting, the Desert World Cup was originally supposed to be like the next big showdown between the People's Horse and I'll Let You Know. That hasn't happened. I'll Let You Know lost week 4. The People's Horse still hasn't run against her. And Gladiator is the big name in that race. He's presumed that he's going to win. I was looking at the Derby earlier, at just like the history of the Derby. I haven't bred a winner since year 42. What? The Derby's become like a homebred palooza. I had no idea that it was that many homebreds in a row winning the Derby. So clearly I need to set up my dirt router game. You guys are mean, taking all my Derby trophies away. What are you people paying big bucks for steward breds for? Just kidding. Keep spending money. The first race that we have tonight is the Arabian Desert Cup. And this is the 1.25 mile race for Arabians that we run on the Desert World Cup program. I'm like scared that I won't know that the pizza comes. I suppose that's why I have a dog. Wait, was that pizza? No, that's someone banging on the door above. Okay. Number 1 on the rail is Reunited for Lucas Davenport. This is a 6-year-old gelded son of the Visionary. 5 for 22 lifetime. Highest speed figure is a 91, and that was in the prep race for this 3 weeks ago. Number 2 is Danish, which sounds amazing right now. I don't know if she meant the place or the people, not the place, or the food. This is also a daughter of the Visionary. I suspect most of them will be. 5 for 8 lifetime. This mare got a start late in life. Landon Alexander bred this one, coming off of a victory in the Khadijah Stakes, which was week 2. Number 3, Very, Very Good for Glenn Larson. I think this horse has the best name. He's a son of the Visionary, a 6-year-old, 11 for 20 lifetime. He's already earned $1.2 million, and last year in this race he won. So, trying to defend his crown. Number 4 is Parmenide. This is a 6-year-old son of the Visionary who is coming off a 3rd in a prep race for this race. Before that, he won the week 1 prep for this, 8 for 18 lifetime for Christophe Deshardin. Number 5 is Burning Paradox for Chris Everett. Oh my gosh, it's a daughter of Patty's Day, and by daughter I mean son. A son of Patty's Day. This is a 6-year-old, and this is your winner of the Stewards Cup Arabian Classic, 6 for 17 lifetime. Hasn't run since then though, so this is his first start this year. Number 6 is Thanatos. Randall Johnson owns this one, another son of the Visionary. This guy is coming off of 2 straight second-place finishes, 9 for 15 lifetime ice, 7 for 17 lifetime with the highest speed figure of 92. Next up is number 8, Magic Over the Bay for Teacu Downs. Just checking the chat room, making sure people can still hear me. Yes, you can, looks like. This is a 5-year-old mare by Patty's Day, 4 for 14 lifetime, coming off of a 3rd place finish in her lone start this year. And rounding out the field is number 9, Baffy, who was 3rd in this race last year. Kind of took a quiet path since then, won an allowance, hasn't won since. Rafa Usaz owns this one, a 6-year-old son of, you guessed it, the Visionary. That's your field for the Arabian Desert Cup, which I think called the Desert Arabian Cup every time. It's the Arabian Desert. Okay. Make sure you get your bets in. Let's see when we have to turn that off, which would require me to know where bets is. There it is. Bet on the pick 6. That doesn't close until the Turf Classic. Okay. Bet on the pick 4. Desert Golden Sprint. Okay, so we have to close it at the Desert Golden Sprint. Right? Right. Someone be in charge of reminding me of that. 1 minute to post. Bet on things tonight. Wait, that's not yours. Got this box of cat toys, and I've got the puppy, I don't know, maybe 8 toys. Cat toys are always put away. The puppy's 8 toys are all around the ground. You can guess where this story is going. It's a perpetual don't eat that fest in my house. It is post time for the Arabian Desert Cup. You're not invited on the couch. Get off me. Betting pool closes at $1,800. Slackers. Get off me. Lay down. Do something. Okay. A field of 9 going a mile and a quarter. This kicks off our program, and they are off. It was a good start for all horses but the mare Danish, and Reunited is going to go to the lead, joined by Parmenide. Very, Very Good sitting back 3rd, then comes Burning Paradox, Thanatos, Proof Gold, Magic Over the Bay, Baffy, and the mare Danish is last after the bad start, so it is Reunited who leads them going into the first turn. Parmenide is in 2nd with Very, Very Good sitting 2 lengths back 3rd. Then comes Burning Paradox, Thanatos, and Proof Gold. Magic Over the Bay has 6 lengths behind the next horse, Then comes Baffy and Danish alongside that. So they're strung out quite a bit, about 10 lengths from the back, with Parmenide, who takes over the lead, with Reunited sitting second. Those two are 5 lengths in front of Very, Very Good. Then comes Proof Gold, Burning Paradox and Thanatos, Danish, Baffy, and Magic Over the Bay still trails. So we've got half a mile left to run with Parmenide, who leads them. Very, Very Good is scooted past Reunited and now is second. That one's dropping back with Proof Gold fourth. Thanatos, Burning Paradox, Magic Over the Bay, Baffy, and Danish is still last as they come to the top of the stretch. And it is Parmenide, but Very, Very Good is taken over. Here comes Magic Over the Bay from well back. Magic Over the Bay is closing fast. Proof Gold, Thanatos, and Baffy, but it's Very, Very Good who took over and is now clearing the field. Very, Very Good is that indeed today. Magic Over the Bay rolling to get up second. Then comes Proof Gold and Thanatos. As you may or may not have heard, as the horses crossed the finish line, my pizza came. So I got up and walked away. I got pizza, and it was excellent. Okay, anyway. The official winner was Very, Very Good. He's a 6-year-old gray horse by the Visionary out of Calvary Bay Berry by Calvary. Glenn Larson homebred, 12 for 21 lifetime, and his companion goat is named Barry. Next up, we have the Desert Turf Sprint, which is in 1 minute. So I'll just talk about it really fast because, as I said, the pizza was going to mess us up. Plus, I'm eventually going to get up and go actually eat something. Sorry about that. So just looking at this field really fast, it's a field of 7. And we have 4 of the 7 who are millionaires or multimillionaires. Last year, this race went to the mare Into You over Rift Storm by... She won by half length. Oh, sorry, she beat Turn and Army, not Rift Storm. My bad. Turn and Army is in here. Rift Storm, who has earned $2 million, is in here. And Terminal City, who won the Stewards Cup Turf Sprint 2 starts back. Aidan O'Brien owned that one. Put him up for sale for, I think, like $7.5 million. Nikki Everdeen bought him, and then he went out and lost his first start of the year. But that was in the Pegasus, and he lost to Rift Storm, so does that really count? I mean, he got back $330,000 in 1 start, so. Anyway, this is a really good field of turf sprinters, so let's just get on with it, shall we? Oops, gotta close the betting. Oh my gosh. Don't know what I'm doing. Making a mess. Betting pool closes at $10,000. A field of 7 set to go 6 furlongs. They're off in the desert turf sprint. Into You was one step slow, but the rest were away well. It is Turn and Army who goes right to the lead, and the mare Into You chases that one. Then comes Coco Liche. Monday Morning is next. Terminal City as Loki ascends, and Rift Storm takes up the back of the pack as they go ripping down the stretch with Turn and Army leading. Then comes Into You and Coco Liche. Monday Morning is 4 wide. Terminal City as Loki ascends, and Rift Storm still the trailer. They come past the half-mile pole, and Turn and Army is still your leader. Turn and Army with Into You chasing that one, and Coco Liche. Monday Morning, Terminal City starts to get closer as Loki ascends, and then Rift Storm. They've come to the top of the lane, and Turn and Army, he leads by a length. Turn and Army is putting away Into You. Coco Liche can't do more. Here comes Terminal City and Rift Storm, but it's Turn and Army who's 2 lengths clear now. Turn and Army did all the running today. Turn and Army is going to win by 2. Into You and Terminal City in a photo for second. Then comes Rift Storm 4th and Coco Liche. The official winner is Turn and Army. He's a 5-year-old chestnut horse by Almighty Status out of Demon's Run by Pit Road. He is owned by James Burns and was bred by the steward. This is his 14th win in 21 starts. So he's pretty awesome. Also, he doesn't have a headshot, which is weird. Next up, we have the Dubai Millennium Mile. This is a field of 5, set to go a mile, on the grass. The mile division's getting weird. No Rebecca Rose Hepburn most of the time, which is unacceptable. And a lot of older horses are sticking around and winning. So we've seen a lot of 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds. Gakkaido is not in the race today, but he does run elsewhere tonight, unless he ran earlier this morning. I can't be asked to know everything, or anything once I've napped. On the rail, we have All of Us Dreamers for Glenn Larson. This guy is coming off of a win in the Mona Kai Mile. He was 6th as the favorite in the Stewards Cup Turf Mile, and before that, he was riding a 4-race win streak. 2 of those were grade 1s. Number 2 is Do Something Nice, also for Glenn Larson. I have to wonder, like normally I just wonder if this was a bit of a rabbit, but both horses actually like to go to the lead. Do Something Nice has won 2 straight grade 2 races and is kind of like Glenn's backup awesome horse. Last year he was a 2-time grade 1 winner. Oh, sorry, that was 2 years ago. Math's hard. He's 11 for 19 lifetime. Number 3 is Cesar Luis. I read this one. He cost $1.2 million, coming off of a confidence-boosting allowance win. Before that, his biggest win was the Oceanside 2000 Guineas, year 49. Number 4 is Making Wishes, and this is the guy who got rich winning the Pegasus Turf Mile 2 starts back. He is riding a 6-race win streak, and his 11 for 13 lifetime with $1.9 million earned. And on the outside, we have the popular 11-year-old Trill. This is a Lori Ethel runner who's by Rillian. He won 4 straight races last year, including 2 grade 1 races. He lost the Stewards Cup Turf Mile by a neck. He's earned $1.3 million. This will be his 47th start lifetime, and he is one of 2 amazingly awesome older horses that we have on the program tonight. So that's your field for the Dubai Millennium Mile. Please get your bets in. The betting pool is only $3,000. Post time's in 1 minute. After this race, I'm going to go eat something, and then I'll come back. I promise. I'll come back really fast. Kind of an interesting race because I know there's other good horses in the division. Like, this race is very good all on its own, but it could have been better, in my humble opinion. So, just some people could have run here that aren't here. Anyway. Nope, that broke it. I broke it. Okay, the betting pool closes at $14,000, a field of 5, set to go a mile for $1 million. They're off in the Dubai Millennium Mile, and it was a perfect start for all 5 runners. All of Us Dreamers right out to the lead, and no one wants to go with them early. It's All of Us Dreamers with stablemate Do Something Nice settling behind that one, and those 2 kick clear 4 lengths from the rest with Making Wishes, Trill, and Cesar Luis right together. So it is All of Us Dreamers who leads them by a length going around that turn to the backstretch. Do Something Nice is sitting second, 4 lengths back to the rest, Making Wishes alongside Trill, and then another length back to Cesar Luis. All of Us Dreamers now is kicked clear by 3. He's 3 lengths in front of his stablemate Do Something Nice, and that one has 7 lengths on Making Wishes, so that guy would have to make up 10 lengths to win this one. Making Wishes sits third, a length to Trill. Then comes Cesar Luis rounding the field, and he would have to make up a dozen to get to All of Us, reach the top of the stretch, and Do Something Nice is the one who cracks first. Making Wishes swallows him up, then comes Trill, but they would have to sprout wings to get to All of Us Dreamers, and All of Us Dreamers is motoring down the stretch uncontested today. All of Us Dreamers is going to win by 2 lengths in the Dubai Millennium Mile. Making Wishes will be second, then comes Trill and Do Something Nice. Please stand by while the steward eats pasta. Do we have to pick Glenn up off the floor? I don't see him talking. Did he fall over? Look how hardcore Glenn is. Listening from a restaurant. Luckily, I've met his wife. She's nice. She'd have to be to let that go on. I don't know. Anyway, it's actually post time for the Desert Duty Free. It's a field of 9, so let's talk about them really quickly. 2 of the big horses in here are the brothers, Hart Borkin and Speak with Fists. And I know, Stormy, you're listening, so I just want to tell you, I forget what I was reading. I was reading something out loud, not to my children, to someone else, and I said Hart Borkin instead of Broken, and then I was like, seriously? That's still a problem for me? Good Night for Lucas Davenport is a $1.6 million earner. King of Ashes for Carol Hansen, $1.7 million earner. And Lisa Strummer has her homebred, Elfris Alley, in here. He's a millionaire. Speak with Fists is the big earner at $4 million. But can the younger guys, he's the lone 6-year-old in here. Oh, no, Man from Acapulco, 6 too. Can the younger guys get to him? Betting pool closes at $7,600. A field of 9 set to go a mile and an eighth on the grass for $2 million. That's a lot of dollars. Also, isn't this where I'm supposed to turn off the thingy thing? Oh no, Golden Sprint, next race. Okay. They're off in the desert duty free. Heartbroken was one step slow. Across the way, bobbled at the break. King of Ashes breaks from the outside and goes off to lead them. Heartbroken from the inner position scoots up to go with that one, joined by Brother Speak with Fists. Then comes the Lord of Night, Alphras Alley, Man from Acapulco, Good Night across the way, and Danny's horse is the early trailer. So it is King of Ashes who leads them, but the pace is fast. He's joined by Heartbroken and Speak with Fists, those three across the track. 2 lengths back to the Lord of Night, and then comes Alphras Alley. Man from Acapulco is 6, 2 lengths back to Good Night, then comes across the way, and Danny's horse is another 3 lengths back. They've got 5 furlongs left to run, and it is King of Ashes still dueling with Heartbroken. Sorry, Borkin. Speak with Fists is third on the outside, then comes the Lord of Night. Alphras Alley, 4 lengths back to Man from Acapulco. Good Night across the way, and Danny's horse would have 15 lengths to make up. King of Ashes, he's scooted away to lead by a length now. Heartbroken still running strong in second, alongside with Speak with Fists. Then comes Alphras Alley and the Lord of Night, Good Night, Man from Acapulco, and across the way. They're rounding the turn to the top of the stretch, and King of Ashes is joined by Heartbroken, and here comes Alphras Alley on the outside. Speak with Fists can do no better. The Lord of Night and Good Night. It is King of Ashes trying to hold on. Heartbroken on the rail, trying hard. Alphras Alley on the outside, and it's going to be Alphras Alley who nails him on the line. Alphras Alley by a head. King of Ashes was second, and Heartbroken right there at third. Then comes Speak with Fists and Good Night. The official winner is Alphras Alley. He's a 5-year-old dark bay horse by Reddington out of Zanium by Zanduro. He's a homebred for Lisa Strummer, and this is his 10th win in 14 starts. I love this horse, and I cannot wait to breed to him. We should all be doing that. 2 minutes to post for the Desert Golden Sprint. This is the next grudge match between Build You an Empire and More Than Life itself. More Than Life itself has lost to Build You an Empire twice before. He was second both times. In fact, this guy has never been worse than second. I did get a message from Xander Zone this morning. He said that his 14 for 14 Build You an Empire he thinks will lose today. But the horse he thinks he will lose to is Mike Bryan's Gangsters. And Gangsters is now a freak at age 6. He's only earned $500,000, but he looks to add on that today. 11 for 28 lifetime, and is coming off of 5 straight wins, including the prep race for this race. Build You an Empire is coming in off of a victory in the Pegasus Sprint. Before that, he won the Stewards Cup Sprint. As a 2-year-old, he won the Sprint Championship. So this is one of the great all-time sprinters. He's earned $3.6 million so far. If he can win this, he will complete what is known as the Sprinting Grand Slam. 1 minute to post, and I'm going to let the dog in. Okay, it's post time. For the Golden Sprint, pick 6, pick 4, daily double betting all needs to be shut off. How can I do that? Done. Look at that, I had a button and everything. Someone in the chat just said how wild it is, Nini, how many of the greatest sprinters have passed through Xander's barn. I think the weirder one... Hey! Hold on, sorry, I meant to mute it. I think the weirder one is how many of the greatest sprinters have been in any barn that isn't Xander or Brianna McKenzie. Like, maybe none of them. So you guys need to step up your dirt sprinting game, and I'll step up my routing game. Okay? Okay. Betting pool closes at $34,200, a field of 7, set to go 6 furlongs. They're off in the Desert Golden Sprint. Coda Caught My Eye was one step slow, as was Gangsters. Bad start all around. Universe of Stars and Rick Sanchez were slowed too. Build You an Empire was away fast, as was More Than Life itself, but neither of those two want the lead. It's Coda Caught My Eye. Gangsters, Universe of Stars, and Rick Sanchez. Then comes More Than Life itself, Build You an Empire, and the early trailer is With Intent. So they go whipping to the far turn with Coda Caught My Eye leading by 2 lengths. Gangsters sits second, waiting to move. Then comes Rick Sanchez and More Than Life itself. Build You an Empire closing on that one. Then Universe of Stars. With Intent is the trailer as they come roaring to the top of the stretch. Coda Caught My Eye has snapped, and here is More Than Life itself who gets the jump. More Than Life itself sweeps past Gangsters. Gangsters up in a second. Here comes Build You an Empire on the outside. We're down to 3. It is More Than Life itself. Build You an Empire trying to get him. Gangsters drops back third. More Than Life itself and Build You an Empire. He's coming every step of the way. More Than Life itself, and it's going to be a photo in the Desert Golden Sprint. Too close to call. 6 lengths back to Gangsters. Then Coda Caught My Eye. Stewards are looking at the results of the photo. It was a very close photo. But the official winner is More Than Life itself. He's a 4-year-old chestnut colt by As I Live and Breathe out of Under Inspection by Nicholas. He's a homebred for Pepper Carroll, and this is his 15th win in 18 starts. Second was Xander Torres. Build You an Empire. And we now have to turn our attention to the Desert Mile. Field of 7, set to go a mile in the desert for $2 million. On the rail is Liam's Adventure for Xander Zone. Then comes Fight Flame with Fire. Laura Ferguson's horse is unbeaten in 10 starts, $2.1 million earned. Whoops, wrong button. I'm betting on him instead of reading his past performances. Not what I meant to do. This guy did win the Stewards Cup Futurity as a 2-year-old and the Stewards Cup Dirt Mile at 3. He's a son of Pyrotechnics. Then comes Wand of the Wizard for Poke Buffalo, coming off of a 3rd place effort in an allowance. Make Your Mark for Mike Springer is next. He was a $1.8 million purchase. He's earned back 1.1 of that, which is quite good. This guy was 7th in the Stewards Cup, but he did win his prep race for this. Number 5 is See What You See for Amy Bahama. This guy was 2nd in the Pegasus Dirt Mile, 3rd in the Stewards Cup, 11 for 16 lifetime, and he's earned $2.9 million. Number 6 is Missing Piece for Todd Lucas. 2 third-place efforts in a row, including the Grade 1 Brooklyn Mile. He's 7 for 39 lifetime. This is a 9-year-old. And rounding out the field is number 7, Austin Matthews for Carl Smythe. I have to say that when I saw he was in here, I was like, Carl, you're off your rocker. This is a son of Man of Mystery out of an anointed mare. He's 5 for 11 lifetime. He has been a freak his whole life. He did win a mile and a 16th race before this, and then he dropped back to a mile and was 2nd. Can he mile? I don't see why. But we'll find out in the Desert Mile. Betting pool closes at $27,100. A field of 7 set to go. They're off in the Desert Mile, and it was a slow start for Fight Flame with Fire, but the rest were away well. That one, though, what does want the lead, though, and Fight Flame with Fire rushes up to join Austin Matthews and See What You See. Those three kick away to Wand of the Wizard. Then comes Missing Piece, Make Your Mark, and Liam's Adventure is the early trailer. So it's a compact field rounding the turn to the backstretch with Fight Flame with Fire nosing out Austin Matthews for the lead. See What You See is right there third. Then comes Wand of the Wizard a length back fourth. Missing Piece has 2 on Make Your Mark, and alongside is Liam's Adventure. So now we have a new leader, and it's Austin Matthews. He puts his head in front of Fight Flame with Fire. See What You See, still length there third. Wand of the Wizard is fourth. Missing Piece and Make Your Mark, then 6 lengths back to Liam's Adventure. Austin Matthews, he's running very well today. He's got a length on Fight Flame with Fire. That undefeated horse has him in his sights, though. Then See What You See. Wand of the Wizard still fourth, and Make Your Mark, Missing Piece, Liam's Adventure needs to get going. They've only got 3/16 of a mile left to go. Austin Matthews, he now has a length and a half on Fight Flame with Fire. Can anyone get to Austin Matthews? See What You See, still third. Wand of the Wizard and Make Your Mark. Austin Matthews coming to the wire in an upset. No one challenged him today. Austin Matthews is going to win the Desert Mile over Fight Flame with Fire. His unbeaten streak is over. Then See What You See and Wand of the Wizard. The official winner is Austin Matthews. He's a 4-year-old chestnut colt by Man of Mystery out of Ya Filthy Animal by Anointed. He is owned by Carl Smythe and is now 6 for 12 lifetime. Didn't see that coming. Thought Carl was a crazy person. You know what? It's interesting. This horse is bred to go a mile and a half. All of his wins have been a mile and a 16th. Why not try the mile? He never worked the 4 furlongs as a younger horse. So, I haven't talked to Carl about this yet, but I'm going to say what possessed you, and also you're smart. Next up is the sad race of the night, the Scott Island Memorial Desert Marathon, and I was missing Scott earlier today. It's been 13 months since he passed, and I was thinking, what would he have thought of year 50, and then it got depressing. That got depressing really fast. So, number 1 is Unexpected Twist. This is an 8-year-old gelding for Randall Johnson. He's made $1.4 million. Number 2 is only a 4-year-old for Needy Hunter. This is Shadowkin. I love this horse, and I want to breed to him one day. Not me. I mean my mare. 7 for 11 lifetime. He's only earned $500,000, but he's also only 4, and he wants to earn more than that, I think. Number 3 is Sierra Rose for Mark Branch. This is a 5-year-old by One Last Laugh. That's a little bit random. 2 for 15 lifetime, coming off of a 4th place effort in this the prep race for this. Number 4 is the awesome marathoner Charu, who won this race last year by 6 lengths. He defeated Eastern Westside that day. Charu is weird because he either loses or he wins by all the lengths. He wins by 4, he wins by 6. Coming off of a victory in the Atlantis Stakes, which is a grade 2. Number 5 is Follow Your Fate. And I'm a little annoyed that he's in here because I really thought that he should have been in the Desert World Cup. He ran in the Stewards Cup Classic 2 years ago. He was 6th. He ran in the Desert World Cup last year. He was 5th. He ran in the Stewards Cup Classic 2 starts ago, and he was 6th. So he's always shown that he's a little bit behind the best of the horses, but he's also like bred for the mile and a quarter, so I just kind of want to keep throwing him against the wall. He's not my horse, but that's how I feel about him. So he's in here this year. He's a 5-year-old son of Keep Your Promise. Number 6 is See the Sights. Laura Ferguson owns this gelding. He's a son of Gryffindor out of a Ball of Fire mare, so probably no problem with the distance. 4 for 15 lifetime. Number 7 is the awesomely named Ding Donger, which is what I called a race that was nose and nose to the finish one day, and now it has made Elise Peverell famous by winning a Beamy Award for it. 2 for 20 lifetime. This guy is coming off of a 3rd place effort in a non-winners of 3. Number 8 is Hold Us Together, better known as the horse that has always been in Kingdom Come's shadow. 7 for 16 lifetime, $1.7 million earned. This horse is royally bred. Also, can't wait to breed to him. Nini, you have like a stallion powerhouse coming up in your life soon. Oh my gosh, Joseph DePaulo, you're wrecking my vibe here. Your horse was 4th. If he's not in here anymore, tell him his horse was 4th. Number 9, and rounding out the field, is Eastern West Side. Mark Branch's awesome horse. He's only got 1 year left on the track after this, and you can be sure that he will do it. He's earned $7.5 million. This is the Derby winner from 6 years ago at this point. He's the bomb. You can't even tell this horse won the Derby because his past performances, like, it's so far back. I love this old horse. He was 2nd here last year. He's won 3 stakes since then. Probably not the same horse he was when he won the Derby, but this will be his 50th lifetime start. That's your field for the Scott Island Memorial Desert Marathon. 2 miles, a field of 9, set to go. Betting pool closes at $36,000. They're off. Shadowkin goes to the lead early. Hold Us Together was a very bad starter, fell right to his knees, but the rest were away well. Unexpected Twist moves up to be 2nd, then comes Follow Your Fate, Sear Rose, Cheru, Hold Us Together, and Eastern West Side, then comes See the Sights, and Ding Donger is the early trailer. So it is Shadowkin who leads them early with Unexpected Twist and Follow Your Fate. It's actually 3 horses across the track, but the pace isn't too insane for this distance. Cheru is 5th, then comes Hold Us Together, Eastern West Side, See the Sights, and Ding Donger. So it is Shadowkin who leads them to the half-mile pole, which is the 1.5-mile pole in this instance, with Unexpected Twist alongside. 2 lengths back to Follow Your Fate. He's got 5 lengths on Sear Rose, then comes Cheru. Hold Us Together, Eastern West Side, See the Sights, and Ding Donger, and they are about 13 lengths front to back. So it is Shadowkin. Unexpected Twist alongside. Here's Follow Your Fate moving up as they pass us the first time. Follow Your Fate now 2nd, and he takes over the lead. Sear Rose is 4th. Here comes Cheru, who moves up a position. He takes over to be 4th, with Sear Rose dropping back 1. Hold Us Together, Eastern West Side, See the Sights, and Ding Donger is still the trailer. So they've only got 6 furlongs left to go now. And it is Follow Your Fate who leads Shadowkin. Unexpected Twist still 3rd, Cheru is 4th. Hold Us Together, Sear Rose is well done. Eastern West Side, See the Sights, and Ding Donger is the trailer. The running's starting to get intense now as Follow Your Fate tries to kick clear. Shadowkin chasing that one. Cheru is up 3rd. Unexpected Twist drops back. Hold Us Together, Eastern West Side, and Sear Rose. They've reached the top of the stretch, and it's Follow Your Fate by 4. Cheru is 2nd. Shadowkin is done. Eastern West Side and Hold Us Together right together. Those 2 are well clear of Shadowkin and Unexpected Twist, but this race is over because Follow Your Fate is still 3 clear and just trotting to the wire. Cheru's going to be 2nd, Hold Us Together 3rd, Eastern West Side right there 4th, and then comes Shadowkin. The official winner is Follow Your Fate. He's a 5-year-old black horse by Keep Your Promise out of Chapel by War Daddy. He was bred by the steward and is owned by Mike Bryant. His companion goat's name is Daddy-O. 9 for 20 lifetime, and that was the Scott Island. Next up, we have the Desert Turf Classic. Post times in 1 minute because we're a little bit behind, but I'll go through them very quickly. On the rail, we have Two-Faced, not the same, Moon-Faced for Carol Hansen. This is a 4-year-old, very well-bred colt. He's won half of his 12 starts. Then comes No One Is Safe for Tim Matthews. Another, homebred, $1.3 million earned. Two-Faced Panther is the number 3 for Carl Smythe. This guy is 4 for 10 lifetime, but never worse than 3rd. Then comes Steelix, the filly for Joseph DePaulo. Steelix is closing in on $1 million in earnings, and she is really nice. How is this filly so awesome? I don't mean that mean. I just meant I don't know her as well as I should. Light Up is next. Then comes Convince Me for Stormy Peak. This is a $1.5 million earning 4-year-old. Through the Night is in the 7th hole for Lee Cara. Then comes Thunder Bay, and this guy has earned $3.3 million, and right alongside is the upset Stewards Cup Turf winner. That was Sunday Heartbreak for Bernard Kwok. He's earned $3.6. Then comes Believe Me, the well-bred 9 for 12 runner. that is owned by Lucas Davenport. Lucas actually has 2 horses related to each other, believe me, and only me, in the 10 and 11. And on the outside, we have Big Hello for Michelle Calderoni, 9 for 15 lifetime, and has earned $2 million. As always, this race is insanely packed. Very good field. Horses running the mile and an eighth race to be scared of the horses that are in here. Field of 12 set to go a mile and a half. Get your bets in. You have about 10 seconds before I'm going to close it. Sorry, that was my noise of throwing Marvel's toy. Okay, the betting pool is going to close at $16,600. Keep in mind that we are only 48 minutes away from the Louisville Derby. Yay! I love the Derby. Okay, it's race time. Stop singing. They're off in the Desert Turf Classic. Through the night, broke very badly right to his knees. It is Two-Faced Panther who has speed, and Two-Faced Panther runs out early, joined by Big Hello, Thunder Bay, and Convince Me. Only Me goes 4 wide, and those 4 are across the track behind the leader. Then comes Sunday Heartbreak. Light Up, Moon Face, Believe Me, No One Is Safe, Through the Night, and Steelix the filly is 12th early. So they run past us the first time. It is Two-Faced Panther leading by a length and some. Then a wall of 4 horses. Big Hello on the rail. Thunder Bay, Convince Me, and Only Me. Sunday Heartbreak, Light Up, and Moonfaced. Another length back to Believe Me. No One Is Safe alongside Through the Night. And Steelix is another length behind. So it's Two-Faced Panther who leads by a length and a some. Convince Me has taken over second and puts away Big Hello third. Thunder Bay takes back fourth. Then comes Only Me. Stewart's Cup Turf winner Sunday Heartbreak is still 6, and he's got 3 lengths on Light Up. Then comes Believe Me, Moonface, No One Is Safe, Through the Night, and Steelix. They've got 6 furlongs left to go in the Desert Turf Classic, and it's Two-Faced Panther leading by a length. Convince Me second, Big Hello and Thunder Bay. Only Me, Sunday Heartbreak, and Light Up. Then Believe Me, Moonface, No One Is Safe. Steelix starts to make a move, and it's now a new leader. That leader is Thunder Bay. Here comes Only Me, Big Hello, and Sunday Heartbreak. The race has changed. Two-Faced Panther can do no more. Convince Me also done. Only Me, Thunder Bay, and Big Hello. Sunday Heartbreak, No One Is Safe makes a move. Steelix needs to do better, and Through the Night is coming. It is Big Hello. Only Me battling him. Thunder Bay can't go past. Sunday Heartbreak and No One Is Safe, and Big Hello is going to last them all to the wire. Big Hello leads by a head. Only Me second, then Thunder Bay, Sunday Heartbreak, No One Is Safe, Through the Night, Two-Faced Panther, and Steelix. The official winner is, I've already forgotten, Big Hello. He's a 5-year-old bay horse by Take Me Up out of Instrumental by Gibraltar. Michelle Calderoni owns this one, and he was bred by the steward. He's now 10 for 16 lifetime. And he's earned like 3-point-something million. Good job, Thunder Bay. No, Big Hello. Yes. I'll get there in the end. Okay, we have a little bit of a breather now. It's 6 minutes until the Desert World Cup. And this is the race that's kind of like, because neither last year's Triple Crown winner, I'll let you know, or her rival, the People's Horse, are in here. Instead, we do have a Derby winner in Kingdom Come. We do have every horse in this race is a millionaire. And we have the $11.9 million earning Gladiator in here. And I'm sure someone can look faster than me, but if Gladiator wins, I think he'll be the all-time leading horse in earnings. Someone go look. Speed. I designate Allie. So just looking at this race, this is one of the better Desert World Cups we've had. That makes me happy, which is saying something considering the 2 best horses in the game are not in it. That's a little annoying. On the rail, we have Kingdom Come. This was the Derby winner from 2 years ago. This guy is so good for Nene Hunter. He's exactly what you'd want in a hard-knocking, awesome, always good kind of horse. 9 for 18 lifetime. He's earned $3 million. He's coming off of a prep win by 4 lengths. He lost to the People's Horse twice in a row last year, which was annoying for him, I'm sure. He also lost to Indiana Jones in the Oceanside Classic, but as a 3-year-old, he won the Derby, the Midsummer Classic, and the Awesome Derby. So he's always cool. Number 2 is Indiana Jones, and this guy, yeah, he did win the run in this last year, and he was third, beaten by Gladiator and Blue Bayou. Since then, his only win was the Oceanside Classic. This guy was fourth in the Pegasus. He was third in the Stewards Cup. He's a $2.8 million earning son of James Dean for Laura Ferguson. I don't know if I said that. Then we have number 3, Mr. White Sox, and this is the Titan Killer. Mr. White Sox, he defeated I'll Let You Know for the very first time. A son of After the Disco out of the awesome Mayor Skyfall. Jack Meyer owns this one. He's only 5 for 12 lifetime, but he's earned $2.2 million. This guy's always been good. Third in the Derby, third in the Crown, second in the Long Island Classic, second in the Pegasus, and he finally got his day. Will this be his year? I definitely love him. So, yeah. Number 4 is Hear You Me. This was a $2.2 million purchase by Pete Vela. I love this horsey. 8 for 11 lifetime. He's been very well campaigned. He won a race called the Owl Leave Me Alone, which made me laugh. He's coming on off of a 3-race winning streak. His last Grade 1 victory was week 4 of last year, so more than a year, but it has been done. Number 5 is Noctis for Danny Derby, and this guy actually also defeated I'll Let You Know. He was second in that race 2 weeks ago when she was third. Before that, he won the Japan Trophy Dirt. He's a man of mystery out of a Horcrux mare. I have to say, if he was in the 1.5-mile race tonight, he probably would have won. But if you've proven yourself by almost winning over I'll Let You Know and actually beating her, you have to take a shot in this big race. He's earned $1.4 million, royally bred. Love him. Number 6 is the big horse. That is Gladiator for Chris Bobby. This is a 6-year-old son of Rambling that many thought should have been retired last year. He doesn't have anything else to prove. He's won $11 million, almost 12. He won this race last year. He's won every major race that is in the sim. Like, he's awesome. So when you have a horse like the People's Horse in the barn, why do you not retire this one? Well, she didn't want to because she wanted to run more. And she's the owner and she gets to decide. So boo to us, yay to him. Here he is. Yeah, not much else you can say about this guy. He's pretty much perfect. Number 7, and rounding out the field, is Quo Vadis for Susie Rydell. This is a 6-year-old son of Doctor out of the Great Mare Amber, 8 for 19 lifetime. He's earned $1.3 million. You got to figure he's got one of these big races. He'll win one of them, like a Stewards Cup Classic or the Desert World Cup or something. He's awesome. He's been mostly raced at 1 1/8 miles. He actually may not have much 1 1/4 mile experience. And finally, he gets his chance. So it's 1 minute to post for the Desert World Cup. Get your bets in because it's going to be a doozy. Sorry, I'm now reading this dramatic form thread that I didn't know existed because of, you know, the napping all day long thing. Okay, who knows what that was about. All right, anyway. It is post time for the Desert World Cup. Betting pool closes at $15,800. A field of 7 set to go, a mile and a quarter on the dirt for $6 million. They're off in the Desert World Cup. Indiana Jones was one step slow, but the rest were away well. It is Quo Vadimus who wants the lead, and he goes right out. Gladiator, then comes Indiana Jones. Hear You Me and Kingdom Come, then Mr. White Sox, and Noctis is the early trailer. It is Quo Vadimus who leads them under the line the first time, with Indiana Jones alongside and Gladiator right there. They're 3 across the track with Hear You Me tucked in 4th. Then comes Kingdom Come, Mr. White Sox, and Noctis is still the trailer as they go sweeping around that clubhouse turn with 7 furlongs left to go. Quo Vadimus, he leads by 2 now. He shooks clear of Indiana Jones. Hear You Me up 3rd with Gladiator taking back 4th. 3 lengths back to Kingdom Come, then another 3 to Mr. White Sox, and yet another 3 lengths to Noctis. No change in order yet as they roll down the backside. Quo Vadimus and Indiana Jones. Hear You Me and Gladiator. 2 and some lengths back to Kingdom Come. Then comes Mr. White Sox and Noctis, but the field is getting more compact, and Gladiator is set to pounce on Quo Vadimus. Here's Indiana Jones, who makes the first move, though, and Indiana Jones goes to him first. Indiana Jones is our new leader. Then comes Gladiator, Quo Vadimus, and Hear You Me. Mr. White Sox getting close. Kingdom Come and Noctis, they're only 6 lengths front to back as they reach the top of the stretch, and it is still Indiana Jones, and he's kicking clear. Hear You Me chasing him second. Gladiator is currently 3rd, Mr. White Sox and Kingdom Come, but it is Indiana Jones who's leading them to the wire. Hear You Me in front of Gladiator, then comes Mr. White Sox, and we have an upset in the Desert World Cup. It is Indiana Jones who wins. Hear You Me defeated Gladiator, who was 3rd, then comes Mr. White Sox and Kingdom Come. The official winner is Indiana Jones. He's a 5-year-old bay horse by James Dean out of Alleluia by Messiah. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit. He is a homebred for Laura Ferguson, and this is his 9th win in 17 starts, and he now has $5 million in earnings. He has a companion cat named Lucky, and maybe after this he will finally retire at the end of this year. That was the races in Dubai. Oh, I thought we had lots of time. We don't. It's 1 more minute until the Louisville Bun Barrette. Fail. But only 5 horses in this race. Let's just get right to it. Number 1 is Lily of the Valley for Tim Matthews. This is a 3-year-old daughter of a Togo out of Allison. So very well bred. She's unbeaten in 5 starts, and she's earned $720,000. Number 2 is Lilibet. I think we had this problem in the Stewards Cup, Lily of the Valley and Lilibet being the same. Oh, Lily of the Valley actually won the Stewards Cup. Lilibet was second by a nose. Since then, she's come back to win the Valley Station Stakes. This is a daughter of Two-Tone and the Great Mare Queen of Atlantis, 4 for 5 lifetime for Carol Hansen. Number 3 is Stars in Her Eyes. This is a $1.9 million purchase by Haley's Comet for Lori Hamill. 3 wins in 6 starts, and this horse either wins or is nowhere. So she won her first 3 starts. What are you eating? Don't eat it. I don't like it. Won her first 3 starts. Since then has been 8th, 7th, and 4th. Number 4 is the royally bred Speak of Me for Cleopatra. This is a homebred by Black Tide out of Remember Me, who was an awesome mare. 4 for 5 lifetime with a 2nd place finish. That 2nd place was her debut to White Star, who for some reason is not in this race. Someone please explain that to me. Number 5, and rounding out the field, is Tatty Time for Lucas Davenport. This is a homebred by the Lord of Time. Did I just call her a hornbred? Tired. She won her maiden race 2 starts back and then was 5th in the Affirmed Star. Very small field for the Bun Barrette. Make sure you get your bets in. I'll give you about 30 seconds to do it. A field of 5 set to go a mile and an eighth on the grass. The Louisville Bun Brett. What are you eating? Don't eat things, ever. It's bad for you. It's worth $500,000. They're off. Lily of the Valley stumbled, and Speak of Me was one step slow. So it is Lilibet who gets the lead today, and Lilibet goes off to lead them by a length. Lily of the Valley, after the bad start, rushes up to be second, then Speak of Me. Stars in Her Eyes is fourth, and Tatty Time is going to be the early trailer. So it is the two Lilies, Lilibet and Lily of the Valley. Once again, they are first and second, leading Speak of Me by a length. Then comes Stars in Her Eyes, 4 lengths back fourth. Tatty Time would have 6 lengths to make up. It is Lilibet who's still cruising out here. She leads by a length and some. Lily of the Valley sits second. She's got 4 lengths on Speak of Me, and they're stringing out another 5 back to Stars in Her Eyes. Then comes the trailer, Tatty Time, and they've got 5 furlongs left to run in this Louisville Bun Barrette. Lilibet, she leads by 2 lengths. Lily of the Valley not getting closer yet, but the jock hasn't asked her to go. Speak of Me making an early move, and Speak of Me puts her nose in second now. Stars in Her Eyes, 5 lengths back fourth. Then Tatty Time. It is still Lilibet. Lily of the Valley is asked to go. Speak of Me and Stars in Her Eyes is coming on. Not today for Tatty Time. They've got 3/16 to run. Lilibet, and the danger is Speak of Me. Lily of the Valley, not today. She's not doing enough. Stars in Her Eyes is third. It is Lilibet. Can she hold off Speak of Me? Lilibet and Speak of Me, these two to the wire, and Lilibet holds on in the Louisville Bun Barrette. Lilibet wins by a head. Speak of Me second, Stars in Her Eyes third, Lily of the Valley was fourth. Tim, you had the rail and you stumbled. That is a double nope. The official winner is Lilibet. She's a 3-year-old black filly by Two-Toned out of Queen of Atlantis by Kingdom of Rust. She's a homebred for Carol Hansen, and this was her 5th win in 6 starts. We now have 2 minutes till the Louisville Bunbury, and this is a field of 6. It's a nice field, a very nice field. I'm quite pleased with it. On the rail, we have Peace from Fire, owned by Keith Maidlow, a son of Fireplace, who was only 1 for 5 lifetime, but coming off of a 3rd place effort in a Grade 1. Number 2 is Ann Terrace for Brian Levitt. This is a homebred son of Two-Toned out of the nice mare Lonely Stars. 4 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds, and both of those losses have come behind Deputy Governor. Number 3 is Phenomenal One. Ryan Whitehead has been keeping this one away from the scariest horses. This guy broke his maiden first out. He's a son of Take Me Up. Then he won the Magical Trevor Stakes, he won the Magellan Stakes, and he's coming off of a victory in the Lexington Bunbury. He has lost twice. One of those was to Like Diamonds, who is in this race. Oh my gosh, you can tell what I was doing when I was breeding horses, because I see that I bred 2 turf routers. One of them Shine Bright, and the next one was Like Diamonds. Shine bright like a diamond. Rihanna. Okay. Anyway, you can tell what I was listening to when I was breeding my mares. Number 4 is World of Fire for Jack Meyer, son of Epiphanea out of Two-Toned Tiger. Only 1 for 4 lifetime, but this is a very nice colt. $1.9 million purchase, coming off of a 3rd place effort in the Northern California Bunbury. Last year he was 3rd in the Magellan. Number 5 is the big horse that is Deputy Governor for Izzy Rafferty. Vincent Barrett bred this horse and then got kicked out of the game. Sorry, Vincent. 4 for 4 lifetime. This guy broke his maiden by 7 lengths last year. He did win the Stewards Cup Bunbury. He is coming off of a victory in the Northern California Bunbury by a length. Nope, 2 lengths. Math is hard. Rounding out the field is number 6, Like Diamonds. Shine bright like a diamond. For Glenn Larson, this guy cost $1.1 million. He's a son of Satono Crown. This is the one that I thought I was breeding to Satono Moon. I bred him to the mare to Satono Crown by accident, and it came out a freak, and I was like, hey, I'm amazing at this. This guy's coming off of a loss to Phenomenal One, but before that he defeated Phenomenal One. He was 3rd in the Stewards Cup Bunbury. Oh my gosh, it gets better. Shine bright and like diamonds, dead heated. Why didn't anyone tell me when the best stuff happens in the sim? That's amazing. Okay, anyway, it's post time for the Bunbury. A field of 6, set to go, 1.25 miles on the grass. I don't want to call for 1.25 miles. It takes forever. $5,000 in the pool. Deputy Governor, obviously the big favorite. They're off in the Louisville Bunbury. It is Deputy Governor who goes right out to the lead. Like Diamonds was a step slow, as was Peace from Fire. World of Fire and Antarius, then Phenomenal One, Peace from Fire, and Like Diamonds. And that is your field as they come past us for the first time. It is Deputy Governor leading by a length. World of Fire is second with Antarius third, 2 lengths back to Phenomenal One fourth. Peace from Fire is fifth, and Like Diamonds crowns out the field as they go under the wire into the clubhouse turn. It is Deputy Governor. He leads by 2. World of Fire is second, then comes Antarius. He's got 4 lengths on Phenomenal One, another 2 back to Peace from Fire, and another 2 back to Like Diamonds. That's 10 lengths front to back, and the leader is Deputy Governor. He's only got 2 lengths on World of Fire, though, that one keeping him in his sights. Then comes Antarius. Phenomenal One scooting a little bit closer than Peace from Fire. Like Diamonds is taking advantage of the fast pace, and he's now moved up 5th past Peace from Fire. And they've only got 5 furlongs left to run. It is Deputy Governor. He still leads by 2. World of Fire getting a little bit closer, though. Antarius making a move, and now Antarius is up into second. Phenomenal One is coming on. Like Diamonds and Peace from Fire, they're getting much closer with 3 furlongs left to run. It is still Deputy Governor. Phenomenal One is closest, though. Phenomenal One up second. Antarius is done. World of Fire and Like Diamonds between horses. Like Diamonds and Deputy Governor. Phenomenal One, we're down to 3 with 3/16 to go. It is Deputy Governor. Phenomenal One on his outside. Like Diamonds up the rail. World of Fire fourth. Deputy Governor, he's trying to hold on. Like Diamonds dogging him every step in the stretch. Deputy Governor and Like Diamonds, it's going to be close. It's a photo finish in the Bunbury. Phenomenal One was third. World of Fire fourth. And Antarius was fifth. The results of the photo are in, and in an upset, Like Diamonds has defeated Deputy Governor in the Bunbury. Like Diamonds is a 3-year-old black colt by Satono Crown, out of which is familiar by Atoko. He was bred by the steward and is owned by Glenn Larson. Glenn getting his second big win of the night. 5 for 7 lifetime. Deputy Governor had to settle for second. Next up is the Louisville Oaks. 6 minutes to post. This is a very, very, very nice field, as it usually is, but here's the question. Someone please answer this to me. If you have a horse named Hidden Oasis, who is an unbeaten Stewards Cup Juvenile Fillies winner and champion, and she won both of her preps this year, how are you not in the Oaks? How is Hidden Oasis not in the Oaks? Someone please fix it. It hurts my brain. I cannot happen. I cannot deal with it. He won the... I didn't remember that was Glenn Larson. Good job, Glenn Larson, for winning 3 races tonight. Anyway. Look at Louise Bayou with the rail and the 2-hole. Good luck with that, bae. On the rail, we have number 1, Taylor Swift. She's a 3-year-old daughter of Through the Ghost. She's 3 for 5 lifetime, never worse than second, coming off of a neck loss to Enough. And before that, she'd won her first 3 starts in a row. Number 2, Lane's End, which is a place that we will all be going next week, I'm sure. 2 for 4 lifetime. This is a filly by Dragonfly, who won the Alberta Oaks last out, and before that was 4th in the Stewards Cup Juvenile Fillies. Number 3, Nene Hunter comes in with Seasons of Love. She is 3 for 4 lifetime. Her only loss came to Hidden Oasis, who is not here. This is a... Whoa, I just made my screen giant and I have no idea how to fix it. Oh my gosh, what did I just do? Fix it. Okay. Hopefully I fixed it. This is a daughter of Heart of the Storm out of Master of Death. And she's super nice too and has a cute headshot. Number 4 is Alone in the Light for Jennifer Blake. This is a daughter of Happy This Way out of a Keyboard Courage mare. 3 for 6 lifetime, coming off of a win in the Grade 1 Lexington Oaks. She actually tried the boys 2 starts back, and she finished 3rd, beaten half a length by 2 horses who were in the Derby. So not bad for Alone in the Light. Number 5 is Moments Past for Steve Levitt. This was a $3 million purchase. She's 1 for 4 lifetime, coming off of a loss to Seasons of Love. Before that, she lost to Hidden Oasis. Before that, she lost to Enough. She broke her maiden in a stakes race and has not won since. That's annoying. Number 6 is Enough, a daughter of Happy This Way for John Exet. 4 for 5 lifetime. John Exet has won the Oaks like 100 times, trying to do it again. Someone go look up how many times John Exet's won the Oaks, because I'm curious. Number 7 is Puffin. She is Laura Ferguson's chance in here. 3 of 4 lifetime. She started out in a stakes race and lost, and then she went to a maiden, won a Grade 1, won a Grade 3 over the boys. Technically had enough points to get into the Derby. I own the mare, Penguin. This is the horse that Laura bred from the swap, and I wish that I had it because it's better than anything I've bred. So that's not fair. Number 8, Someone Like Moi. For Carl Smythe, Lily Wilkins bred this one. 3 for 5 lifetime, coming off of a 3rd place effort in the Lexington Oaks, but before that she won 2 in a row, including a Grade 1. Number 9 is Sinister for Izzy Rafferty, a daughter of James Dean. 4 for 5 lifetime, coming off of 2 straight Grade 3 wins, including the Bayshore Oaks and the Sunshine Oaks. Number 10 is the beautiful Umbra Snow for Danny Derby. This filly is by All of Time out of You Are Special. Coming off of a victory in the Lost California Stakes, this is this is the filly that likes to route, but Danny dropped her back to a mile for the Stewards Cup, and she blitzed that race. That's the second time that we've seen a horse win a major Grade 1 race dropping back to a mile, so please try things with your horses. Get brave. It's fun. Number 11 is Clarabelle. So the 2 bay horses are next to each other and the 2 Danny Derby horses are next to each other. Clarabelle is a 3-year-old daughter of Alonsi out of Let It Go. Royally bred, this filly was 2nd in the Stewards Cup Juvenile Fillies behind Hidden Oasis, who, wait for it, isn't here. She hasn't lost other than that. She won the Gontarin Stakes week 3. I really like her because she's going to be a better broodmare than any of us have, because she's an Alonsi out of Let It Go. We should just all give up. Rounding out the field is number 12, Erica Paola for Durzo Blint. This is a 3-year-old daughter of James Dean, and she won a maiden race by 10 lengths at Trial Park, or something like that. So that's different. Oh my gosh, now my screen's all messed up. 1 minute to post for the Louisville Oaks. Please get your bets in. This is a compelling race. I keep having to take my dog's toys away because he keeps, like, eating them. Finally got him something he can't eat. Like, ingest. It's because I muted it, JR. You don't even know when I'm muting it on and off. Maybe you do, I can't tell. Can you guys tell? It is post time. Who does everyone like in the Oaks? Like, does anyone have an opinion in here? I thought both this race and the Derby were really wide open. Like, I found the Derby to be really wide open this year. I'm sure I will talk about that ad nauseum in 2 minutes. But at least the Derby favorite decided to show up, unlike Hidden Oasis. All right. The betting pool for the Oaks is going to close at $48,300. Wait, no, hold on. I have to actually take this away. No. Stop. Oops, my mic was still on. They're off in the Louisville Oaks. Someone like Moi stumbled very badly at the start, as did Clarabelle, and another bad start for Erica Paola. Enough got away well, though, and so did Umbra Snow, and those two go off to lead. Erica Paola and Someone Like Moi, then Puffin, Seasons of Love, Lane's End, Taylor Swift, Clarabelle, Moments Pass, Alone in the Light, and Sinister is the early trailer. So it is Enough dueling with Umbra Snow early as they go into the clubhouse turn with Someone Like Moi and Erica Paola. Then comes Puffin, Seasons of Love, Lane's End, and Taylor Swift, Clarabelle, Moments Pass, Alone in the Light, and Sinister rounds out the field of 12. It is now Umbra Snow who takes over from Enough. Umbra Snow with her neck in front. 2 lengths back to Someone Like Moi third. Erica Paola and Puffin. Then comes Seasons of Love and Lane's End right together. Taylor Swift, Clarabelle, Moments Pass, Alone in the Light, and Sinister is still the early trailer. They come to the half-mile pole, and Enough is taken back over from Umbra Snow. These two have been trading the whole race. Umbra Snow has 4 lengths on Someone Like Moi. Seasons of Love is coming on strongly. Puffin and Taylor Swift. Then Clarabelle. Erica Paola is done. Moments Pass and Lane's End. They've come to the top of the stretch. Umbra Snow and Enough. These two have been ding-donging the whole race, and here comes Seasons of Love with a big run. And Seasons of Love is rolling past them. Enough, Umbra Snow, Taylor Swift, and Clarabelle. Then Moments Pass and Puffin. But Seasons of Love is rolling on to win the Oaks. Seasons of Love to win it. Enough is second. Umbra Snow third. Taylor Swift, Clarabelle, Moments Pass, Puffin, Someone Like Moi, and Alone in the Light. The official winner is Seasons of Love. She's a 3-year-old gray filly by Heart of the Storm out of Master of Death by Man of Mystery. She's a homebred for Nene Hunter, and this is her 4th win in 5 starts. Congrats, Nene. And now it's time for the Derby. The Derby. The Derby. Derby, Derby, Derby. Okay, I'm done. So we have 15 horses in this year's Derby. It's so weird how sometimes we have a full field of 20, sometimes the race is oversubscribed. No, you cannot eat a dish towel. Where did you get a dish towel? Stop. And this year we only have 15. It's weird. I will give some candid commentary on how I feel about all the horses. Number 1 on the rail is Ketchikan. Of course, the horse that I've liked the whole year will draw the rail. Danny Derby owns this one. He's coming off of a win in the New Orleans Derby. This is a son of After the Disco, which says 1.25 miles to me. So that's why I really like this one. It would be very Danny Derby to win the Louisville Derby with a gray horse 2 times in, 3 years, 4 years, or whatever it's been since Blue Bayou won. This is the horse I've liked all year. Number 2 is Rebel with a Cause for Cleopatra. This is Skyfall's 3-year-old. This is a son of James Dean. A $9.6 million earner, unbeaten in 5 starts. Perfectly prepped going in here. The only thing you might ask is that he'd ever run hard. His highest speed figure this year is only an 89. Number 3 is You Break My Heart for Mike Eaton. This is a son of James Dean out of a Sudden Regret mare, coming off of a 2nd place finish in the Kentucky Blue. This guy did win a grade 2 at the end of last year, and earlier this year he lost to Avada Kedavra and Bregman, both of who are in here. Number 4 is Night Eyes. Cleopatra with another Marilyn Million related son of James Dean out of Bibliomania. 3 for $4 lifetime. Coming off of a win in the Alpha Stakes. This guy was 3rd in the Stewards Cup Juvenile. He was 10th early and rallied very strongly to just lose by a head in that race. I love him at 1.25 miles and maybe even more going longer. Number 5 is Fancy Shoes. This horse is named after a horse that I almost bought, whose real name was Fancy Shoes, or is Fancy Shoes, I guess. He was an off-track thoroughbred. Dan Hendricks trained him. I went to go see him. I rode him. He was fine. He would have been great. And when I got home, someone had posted a picture on the rescue whatever website of the horse that I ended up buying. And I literally had to contact his owner and say, sorry, I'm not buying him. And it was really, really, really awkward. And she was really, really, really mad at me. And I ended up writing an article about her in a magazine to make her feel better. So that's how Fancy Shoes got his name. This is a son of Happy This Way out of Harmony, owned by Keith Madlow, 4 for 5 lifetime. His only loss came to Night Eyes, and he's coming off of a Grade 1 victory in the Kentucky Blue. Number 6 is Twice Upon a Time. This is a $4.5 million purchase. He's coming off of a Grade 2 win in the Rebellion. He was 4th in the Stewards Cup Juvenile, 2 for 4 lifetime for Lisa Strummer. This is son of Doctor Who. I don't know if I said that. Out of a Our Lions Real Mare. Number 7 is your Stewards Cup Juvenile Champion, and that is Strike Revenge for Todd Lucas. Last year when they were all 2-year-olds, this is the horse that I thought would win the Derby. He's a son of Super out of an East mare. Todd Lucas homebred, unbeaten in 4 starts. He's never run in anything less than a Grade 3. And then he surprised me by winning the Juvenile. So he's a little bit more precocious than I thought. And now he just has to stretch it out. Number 8 is Mr. Awesome, who we all agree would be the sentimental choice in this race. This horse is named after Scott Island. He's a son of Circle of Life out of Paint the Night, so he's royally bred, coming off of 2 straight prep wins, 3 for 5 lifetime of Danny Derby's horses. This is probably the one we'd like to see win. Number 9 is the very well named Avada Kedavra for Nina Olson, one of Nina's multiple entrants in this race. This is a son of Hold Above out of a Harry Potter mare. This guy won both of his prep races. He is 5 for 6 lifetime. He's coming in off of a week 4 prep. I love the way this horse has been prepped. I love his pedigree for the distance, both this race and the week 9 race. So good luck to Nina. Number 10 is This Is Me, named after the excellent Greatest Showman song. Elise Peverell bred this one. He was in her auction, and no one wanted him. So Lino Duran got him, and he is unbeaten in 5 starts. He won a Grade 2, Week 2, and a Grade 1, Week 4. I think Lino Duran could be sitting on his first Derby, which would be honestly super random because, you know, he's no Laura Ferguson or whatever, but that would be amazing. Number 11 is Tame the Wild for Nina Olson. This is a son of James Dean out of a Man of Mystery mare. 5 for 6 lifetime, as her other horse also was. Right? I'm not making that up. Wait for it. Yeah. Okay. I like being right. This guy's coming off of 2 straight prep wins. He won the Pacific Coast Highway and the SoCal Derby over Chaos Theory. And I remember Steven Saratoga messaged me that same night, I'll Let You Know lost and Chaos Theory lost. Chaos Theory was unbeaten going into that race. And Steven said, I'm not mad about I'll Let You Know, but I am mad about Chaos Theory. And I'm like, well, Tame the Wild's awesome too. Like, sorry you lost him. Well, Chaos Theory's not here because of that, I guess. Homebred for Nina. Did I say that? Okay. Number 11 is Rage of the Storm for Steve Levitt. This is... How did Steve get this horse? Let's go look. Is this like a contest win? No, it's just not in his little notes thing. Okay, this was a $4.8 million purchase. Sorry, that auction that I forgot to do. This guy won the Jockey Club Stakes last year, which is a Grade 1. He's 2 for 4 lifetime. His only prep this year, he was third by a length and a quarter in the Tremendous Stakes behind 2 horses who are in here. This is a son of Heart of the Storm. You may remember he won the Derby. Number 13 is Phoenix Argyle for Danny Derby. I bred this one. It's the second son of Super in here, so breed to Super because he's awesome. He's out of Free of Drama, who is Marilyn Million, 4 for 5 lifetime, coming off of a win in the Buccaneer Derby. This guy hasn't really beaten anything, but when he wins by multiple lengths. Number 14 is Bregman for Louise Bayou. This is a son of After the Disco out of a Be Prepared mare who I think won like the Oaks or something. What did this mare win? I made that. No, I didn't make that up. She did win the Oaks back in year 47. I like being right. Bregman's been annoying. He lost his first prep by a neck to Avada Kedavra. He lost his second prep by a neck to Catch a Can. He lost the Stewards Cup Juvenile by, like 2 lengths. He's only won once. I really like him, though. He's a good one. Number 15, rounding out the field. Oh my god, she gelded this horse. Cover of Night. Cleopatra's second or third horse in here. This is a son of Conqueror out of Spying. This guy won the Mexican Derby. He won the Artillery Stakes. He was second by a half length in the Fountain of Gold, and Cleo gelded him because that's how she rolls when she gets mad about losing. She just gelds her future stallion prospects. Hi. What are you eating now? Don't eat that either. Anyway, this guy's trying to do the little Hail Mary thing. She was afraid he wouldn't get into the race after he was second to This Is Me. So she ran him week 5. No horse has done that still, I don't think. Done the week 5 to week 6 thing. But it was week 5, day 1. Maybe someone has and I just forgot. Stop eating things. Oh my gosh, you're so annoying. Well, don't come over here either. That's not better. That's your field for the Derby. So the horses that I really like personally that I've been kind of watching, Ketchikan, Bregman, Phoenix Argyle, Strike Revenge, I liked more last year for this year, and then he was so good last year that now I'm afraid of him. Oh, and Avada Kedavra. There, I like 5 of the 15. He's not starving, he just ate. Three minutes to post. Now, next Friday, I'm planning on calling the races, the Baltimore races. Here's the catch. I will be in Kentucky for the Breeders' Cup. Breeders' Cup Day 1 will have just happened. I won't get to leave the track until like 9 p.m. I'll have been there 16 hours, and then I'm going to try and get out of there, go home, well, to where I'm staying. And the place notoriously doesn't have internet. So, yeah. I'm planning on calling the races. But if the internet's not working, or my grumpiness has set in, or I'm at the track too late, or I flat out forget, those are all valid excuses. It's funny, of all the race calls I've canceled for emergencies or deaths in the family or horrible things that have happened or just not being able to do it, it's always been the Baltimore Crown. Always, always, always. Don't know why. It's just the way it always goes. One and a half minutes to post. Well, don't bump the mic. Does anyone else like a horse in here? I said I liked 5 of the 15. Who do you guys like? Clearly don't pick my horses because I haven't bred a winner in 8 years. I would not have guessed that. I would have lost that question if that was a trivia question. And people were like, when was the last year the steward bred the Derby winner? If you told me it was Heart of the Storm was how long ago I bred the Derby winner, I would have been like, I don't know, 2 years ago? Nope. And with such a strong group of homebreds, it actually might be the first time that the breeder and owner aren't the same person. Well, okay, that came out wrong. That the breeder isn't me and isn't the same person because of This Is Me. Don't forget that these are the best 3-year-olds in the world. And whatever happens today may not necessarily be what happens next week. So don't geld your horses in a fit of rage if they didn't win the Derby. There's only one winner. There's 15 losers. 14, whatever. Math's hard. It is post time for the 51st Louisville Derby, a field of 15 going 1.25 miles for $2 million. The betting pool closes at $112,000. because the Captain Hook Stakes and the Garden State Park Stakes are still within the Week 9 contest. So they're 3-year-old races before the contest ends. That's why. They're off in the Louisville Derby. Avada Kedavra broke slowly. So too did Mr. Awesome, and Night Eyes stumbled at the start. It is Avada Kedavra, though, who desperately wants the lead, and he is rushed up fast, joined by Bregman and Strike Revenge. Then comes Twice Upon a Time and You Break My Heart, Catch a Can, Fancy Shoes, Phoenix, Argyle, This Is Me, Mr. Awesome, Rebel with a Cause, Tame the Wild, Rage of the Storm, Night Eyes, and Cover of Night is the early trailer as they go sweeping under the wire for the first time with 1 mile left to go in the Derby. It is Avada Kedavra who leads by a length. Bregman and Strike Revenge second and third with Twice Upon a Time 3 wide fourth. Then comes You Break My Heart, Catch a Can, Fancy Shoes tucks in, and Phoenix Argyle. Then This Is Me, Mr. Awesome, Rebel with a Cause, Tame the Wild, Rage of the Storm, Night Eyes, and Cover of Night is the early trailer. 6 furlongs left to run, and Avada Kedavra leads by a length and a half. Strike Revenge is second. A length back to Bregman third, then Catch a Can, Twice Upon a Time, and You Break My Heart. Fancy Shoes is still seventh, then Mr. Awesome, This Is Me, Phoenix Argyle, and Rebel with a Cause, Tame the Wild, Rage of the Storm, Night Eyes, and Cover of Night brings up the rear. It is Avada Kedavra leaving by 2 as they go around the turn. Strike Revenge is still second. Bregman still third. Fancy Shoes has moved up past Catch a Can to be fourth. Phoenix Argyle is coming on strongly. This is Me, Twice Upon a Time, and Rebel with a Cause. You Break My Heart and Tame the Wild is not doing enough, so it is Avada Kedavra who leads them into the stretch. Phoenix Argyle is up second. Fancy Shoes is third. This Is Me and Strike Revenge. Bregman and Catch a Can, Rebel with a Cause. It is Avada Kedavra. Fancy Shoes collars him. Phoenix Argyle right there, and This Is Me. It is Fancy Shoes, the new leader. Fancy Shoes is running away from Avada Kedavra. Phoenix Argyle, This Is Me, and Strike Revenge. But Fancy Shoes is going to be the upset winner in the Derby. Fancy Shoes by a length and some at the wire. Avada Kedavra second. Phoenix Argyle third. This Is Me, Strike Revenge, Bregman, Catch a Can, Rebel with a Cause, Tame the Wild, and Twice Upon a Time. The official winner of the 51st Louisville Derby was Fancy Shoes. Would not have picked that. I mean, just not because I'm mean, but because I wouldn't have guessed that. I was surprised. I don't know about you guys, but I was surprised. He's a 3-year-old chestnut colt by Happy This Way out of Harmony by Flames. He is now 5 for 6 lifetime for owner Keith Maidlow, who gets his first Derby win. Let's see how long Keith's been playing. 2007. Keith actually quit and came back because people don't leave. They can't leave. They always want to come back. Good on you, Keith, because now you've won the Derby. Fancy Shoes has a companion cat named the Maniac. And he will now head to Baltimore. There's a note in this horse's page. Mike Bryant wants to buy him if I'm selling. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Keith's not going to sell him. Until he's a stallion. Keith sells a lot of stallions. This horse might be for sale one day. So that is tonight's race calls. Don't forget to join us next week. And if you're in the Breeders' Cup area and you want to hang out with a bunch of really cool simsters, let us know. Because we'll be there. We're not doing any public plans this year because of safety first. But we'll be there if you want to hang. Okay? Okay.